The uncomfortable truth about becoming a consultant is this: you've been doing it for free for years. Your corporate job trained you, but it never paid you for your judgment, only your effort. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to finally sell your executive wisdom, not your labor. And specifically, the one counterintuitive thing you must refuse to do to truly earn what you are worth. Let's be blunt. For 15 years, you probably focused on doing the work, not just advising on it. When you were an employee, your value came from execution, from managing projects, from getting things done on time and budget. Now, as a consultant, your highest value is in your judgment, in telling others what to do, not in doing it for them. This shift is not just semantic. It changes everything about what you sell and what you earn. Businesses do not need another pair of hands that they can hire cheaply. They need a seasoned brain to solve problems, to prevent mistakes, to provide direction based on hard-won experience. For instance, think about the countless times you reviewed a complex proposal, identifying the hidden risks or suggesting a smarter approach. That was pure strategic judgment, the kind a stressed founder will pay a premium for. You were the wise counsel, the trusted advisor, just without the invoice. Stop selling your hands and start selling your head, because that is where the real money is hiding, waiting for you to claim it. It is about understanding that your expertise is intellectual capital, not just labor. Your ability to anticipate problems and offer solutions is precisely what you are now paid to deliver. If you're getting something out of this, like genuinely helps me reach more people who need to hear it, you spent years navigating the corporate maze, but you likely called it just doing my job. Here's the truth. That was your training ground for high-level consulting. Consider your past as a senior HR or people operations professional. You weren't just processing paperwork. You were the trusted expert, advising leadership on talent strategy, employee engagement, and retention challenges. You designed internal initiatives to build a resilient workforce, even if your title implied purely administrative tasks. Now, that expertise becomes your consulting niche. You are a strategic workforce design consultant. For example, you advise small to medium businesses struggling with growth pains, advising them on how to attract and keep top talent, how to structure their teams, and build a positive culture. This is not about managing their payroll, but about preventing the costly mistakes of poor people management. Your wisdom prevents massive headaches and saves them hundreds of thousands in churn. This focus changes who you talk to and what you offer, setting you up for real consulting rates. Now, how do you even package that kind of high-level advice into something tangible people will buy? The easiest way to start selling your judgment is with a structured, high-value, short-term engagement. Forget hourly rates for a moment. Think about a half-day strategic session. This isn't about you doing deep work. It's about you providing intense, focused clarity. You arrive, review their specific problem, and deliver an actionable plan. For our strategic workforce design consultant, this could be a talent retention roadmap session. You spend half a day with a leadership team, diagnosing their turnover issues, and by the end, deliver a documented, prioritized set of strategies to implement. This is a massive shortcut for them, bypassing weeks of internal struggle. Such a focused burst of your executive insight commands anywhere from $1,500 to $2,500. It is a win for the client because they get immediate high-level answers. It is a win for you because you are paid for your brain, not your time. This short, impactful format demonstrates your value without a massive commitment. But how do you even tell someone what you do without sounding like you're asking for work? When you talk about your consulting, your very first sentence needs to cut through the noise and immediately convey the value of your judgment. This isn't about being humble, it's about being clear and confident. Stop leading with, "I'm a consultant now." Instead, directly state the problem you solve and the outcome you deliver. Here is the exact sentence you will use, tailored for our strategic workforce design consultant. I help growing companies avoid costly turnover by strategically designing their talent engagement and leadership development initiatives. See how specific that is? It highlights a major business pain point and offers a strategic, high-level solution. You are not selling HR help, you are selling a solution to a six-figure problem. This phrasing immediately positions you as an expert, someone who thinks in terms of business impact. Practice saying it out loud until it feels completely natural. Your confidence in articulating your value is paramount. It shifts the conversation from asking for work to offering genuine, high-stakes solutions. This directness sets the stage for engagements worth thousands. It is the language of a confident problem solver, not someone dabbling in a new career. Now that you know how to introduce yourself, the next step is listening for what they actually need. The discovery call is not a sales pitch. It is a diagnostic conversation where you listen more than you talk. Your goal is to uncover the client's deepest pain points and help them articulate the real problem, not just the symptoms. For our strategic workforce design consultant, instead of asking, "Do you need help with employee retention?" you might ask, "What are the hidden costs of losing a great manager during your current growth phase?" What internal friction points consistently derail your best talent? Listen for specifics. Pay close attention to what they say about time, money, and emotional impact. Their aha moment on the call is when they realize you understand their unique struggle, often better than they do. This deep listening builds trust and positions you as the expert who can truly help. Remember, you are not there to give away free consulting. You are there to confirm if their problem aligns with your solution. If it does, a project fee of $2,500 to $5,000 might be the next logical step. The discovery call is about earning the right to propose a solution. You are identifying if your wisdom is the right fit. This critical step solidifies your position as an expert, not a vendor. This is where many experienced professionals get stuck, defaulting to hourly rates out of fear or habit. Stop it now. As a consultant, you are not selling hours. You are selling the solution to a problem that is costing them significant time, money, or opportunity. This means embracing project-based fees or retainers. For our strategic workforce design consultant, if a client needs a comprehensive leadership development framework designed, complete with implementation guidelines for their executive team, you quote a fixed project fee, perhaps $4,000 for the entire blueprint and guidance over 6 weeks. This clearly communicates that they are paying for a strategic outcome, not for your time clocking in and out. This fixed fee ensures you are rewarded for your efficiency and expertise. It protects you from clients who try to micromanage your hours. Focus on the value the solution brings: decreased turnover, stronger leadership, a more engaged team. That kind of impact is worth far more than any hourly rate. You are charging for a profound business transformation, not just your input. Embrace this confidence. It is the difference between earning a decent hourly wage and commanding premium consulting fees. The focus must always be on the client's return on investment from your wisdom. Now that you have set your price, how do you deliver your wisdom without getting pulled into doing their day-to-day work? Successfully delivering your first consulting engagement is about strict boundaries and clear deliverables. Your role is to provide the strategy, the blueprint, the actionable recommendations, and perhaps even to guide the client's internal team. Your role is not to execute those recommendations yourself. For our strategic workforce design consultant, delivering the leadership development framework means presenting a robust plan, complete with phases, resources, and key performance indicators. It might include a workshop to train their internal HR team on how to implement it. But it absolutely does not mean you personally conduct every training session or write all the internal communications. The client is paying for your strategic oversight and the wisdom to know what they should do, not for you to become their temporary employee. Communicate this scope clearly upfront and throughout the engagement. A clear scope, well-defined deliverables, and strong boundaries ensure you remain in an advisory role. This allows you to command that $2,500 to $5,000 project fee because you are delivering executive-level strategy. This delicate balance of advising without doing is crucial. It's what separates a true consultant from a highly paid freelancer. And it's a trap many new consultants fall into, which brings us to the most important lesson of all. Here it is, the one counterintuitive thing you must absolutely refuse to do to truly succeed as a consultant. You must refuse to slip back into doing the work for your clients. This is the biggest trap for experienced professionals who transition to consulting. It feels natural to jump in, to execute, to help by taking on tasks. But every time you do, you instantly devalue your judgment and revert to being a high-paid freelancer. The client begins to see you as a pair of hands, not a strategic mind. For our strategic workforce design consultant, imagine a client loving your leadership development framework, but then asking, "Can you also just manage the communications rollout and coordinate the first few sessions?" Your answer must be a firm yet polite. "My role is to design the strategy and guide your team on implementation, but I do not handle execution." This isn't about being difficult, it's about protecting your value. Consultants are paid for their intellectual property, their wisdom, their blueprints. Freelancers are paid for their labor. The moment you cross that line, you erode your earning potential and your strategic position. This refusal is the single most important habit you will build to stay a high-value consultant. It is the only way to consistently command those $2,500 to $5,000 project fees for your strategic guidance